Hello, welcome in. This is Stace. This is a Halloween swap that was hosted by Bex Craft Designs here on YouTube. And for this swap, we had to complete one album. Bex gave us a tutorial for the album. We had to do one trick or treat. We had to do a store-bought goodie, a sequence mix, 10 die cuts, 6 embellishments, an artist trading card or a memory dex card, ribbon and trim, 3 tags, a card, and stickers. So for this swap, I am sending to Pretty B30 here on YouTube. She also has an Instagram, and Pebbles has already sent to me. So in this swap, we didn't actually send to the same person that we are receiving from. I'll have the channels listed of everybody that I just named in the description box below. So definitely pop on over and see what they created and what they received for this swap. Let's get into what I made. I will start with the album. The paper pad that I used the most here was Spooky by Pebbles. I also used a little bit of Spooky Nights by Simple Stories. So this is my Gatefold album and how I decided to decorate mine. I'll go over the cover in just a second. On the spine here, I took some of the paper from the Spooky collection. I sewed down the center of a Snowy Tulle mesh in black and then cut it up to make this fringe look on the ruffle. I then went down the center with the sparkly black ribbon. And then I used the ghost trim on the top, and I think that all of that turned out so cute. I did do a little bit of sewing on this album, and so I left a whole lot of threads throughout, and I think that that just really gives it a little bit more of a spooky character. And this is the back. The entire album actually was made with 110-pound black solid core cardstock. And so layered on top of that, I have this gold, and then this black and white paper was from the collection. And I did do some black stitching around that as well. And then I used some Dollar Tree rub-ons here to accent my label. On the spine here, I just used a shiny black cardstock, and I do have to wipe off all of the fingerprints as soon as I do this flip through because it really does attract fingerprints. I added 2 scrolls here, and you guys, everything is layered up to the max. So the scrolls, for example, has 110-pound cardstock as well as the shiny black cardstock on top. So I included 2 of those die cuts in the corners. And then I have this moon with this house that I made a shaker. This haunted house shaker is actually a SVG file from Crafting with Sarah. Crafting with Sarah recently did her annual countdown of 20 SVGs. And this time she also invited other creators to participate. One of the creators shared this haunted house, but they actually made the haunted house a little bit bigger, and it was also a cake topper. And hers didn't have a shaker. Instead, hers released M&Ms from a cute little mechanism. So I manipulated the file just a little bit to change the cake topper and her dispenser into this nice little dimensional shaker. And so you might be able to see that parts of the roof are actually popped up. And I used the shiny black paper on the top. I also have some glitter black paper for the roof and also some glitter gold paper in the windows. And the shaker does shake a little bit. And in the background of the shaker, I actually have a little ghosty. So I don't really know if you guys can see that or not, but it's there. And so I wanted to do something a little bit different to keep my album closed. So I made the moon an interlocking closure. And so if you pop this up just a little bit, then it opens like this. And I think that that is so cute. And it opens like this. And so welcome. Let's go trick-or-treating in this haunted neighborhood. Super, super cute. So in the center panel here, I have 2 pockets. I have them lined with some ephemera, some washi tape that I've also backed on orange, a couple of candy corns here. This one is a sticker. This one is one that I paper pieced with a die. This was a doodlebug brad that I actually purchased from Facebook Marketplace. So in the first pocket here, I have a little embellishment. I do have a little piece of acetate in the window. This Hocus Pocus sign, I have it popped up on foam tape. And I added a little bit of gold thread around it and all of these cute little candy bits some puffy pieces as well. And I think that that just turned out to be a really cute little embellishment. And so that's what I have in the first pocket. In the second pocket, I have another one of those cute little embellishments. Again, I have the acetate in the window here, more of those cute little die cut candy pieces here, as well as some puffy stickers. Super, super cute. And then I also have 2 tags. The tags are from the collection. And then I backed them on black cardstock as well and added some cute little ribbon here. And this little cute tag here says, "The neighbors have all the good candy," and it's pointing at the little candy corn. And so down here is a little waterfall album. It says "Happy Halloween." It has this little haunted sign here that's also popped up on foam tape. A little black stitching around this cut apart as well. It opens like this, and this is magnetized too. And here it says "Sweet and Spooky." Then we have an October calendar here. And then all of these just have little cut aparts on it. So I've got "My Eye on You," "Boo." I did some wonky stitching on some of these, not all of these, just to give them a little bit of different interest here. So the straight stitching on here is just along the top and the side. This is just a little tag that I have that I thought was cute, so I just stuck it right here. Witch's Brew, and I have a little bit of zigzag stitching right here. There's no stitching on this one. And "Happy Halloween," and I have 2 double rows of zigzag stitching across the top of here. So I'm just going to put that back. And I like the way that the ribbon is sticking up right here. Okay, on this side, I have some cute little bat bows that I made. On the bat bows, I actually have a layer of the black mesh tulle, some of that black and white paper from the collection. The bat wings are just black cardstock. A cute little bow on top of the black wings with some white sparkly paper. And then I colored in the center of the bat with some black Nuvo drops. And I think that that turned out super, super cute. And I just have this on with washi tape, and I popped it right here. Originally, I had that in this pocket, but the book wouldn't close with the chunky bows, so I had to move them over here. Okay, so then this flips up, and this is magnetized as well. I have a "Beware" sign that is chipboard, and it's also wrapped up in some gold thread with the sequins on it. And so that opens like that, and then this pulls down, and then here we have another waterfall. So right here we have some witch boots, and then some ephemera that I had from the Spooky Nights pack. And then we have a cut apart, "Give me some candy please," and some stitching here. And then muhahaha, we have a little cut apart here, and I have a little tag from the collection stuck right behind here. Another cut apart here, "Give me some candy please." That's just paper from the paper pad. And then there's this little flap here. I did all kinds of crazy zigzag and straight stitching along here so I can get a lot of these little threads. This little ephemera piece here has a little skeleton opening up the door. This is actually a little tuck spot here, and it has this little die cut in the background. This opens up. I have another little house here, and this is also a little tuck spot here. Okay, and now moving on to the right side. This little flap is also magnetized, and it has a little wooden spider here. So that opens up, and then here are some of my embellishments. I used a little house shaker die from scrapbook.com, and I decorated this one with a cute little rolled flower, some little thread. There's a little pumpkin behind here as well. That was a window cling that I laminated, and then the word "boo." And this scene is still from the spooky neighborhood. So I have another little house shaker here that she can decorate on her own. Some little shaker witches brooms here. 2 cute little rosettes. And then a shaker cauldron as well. So that is here. And then that closes back up. Okay, then this opens up. On this side, I have more little tags. It kind of blends into the background, so I'll pull it up just a little bit. So I do have little charms on 3 of these little tag dangles, and I think that they turned out super, super cute. Let's see. That one is a little witch's broom, and on this one, I just have a little candy corn sticker, and I thought that that was pretty flat to keep in the book because it gets bulky really, really fast, and I actually did the interlocking part of this book before I did anything else, so the book had to stay pretty flat for this to still lock. Okay, so that was this page. On this page, I have a little acetate shaker pocket down here. This cute little shaker mix that includes some candy corn, some orange and white candy, some black stars, some black and white shaker bits, just all kind of goodness here, some diamond dots, some round clay bits, and some maple leaf sequins, just all kind of goodness here. And then I also used a rub-on top of the acetate, and I have these 3 little pumpkins. And then here is where I'm including some of my stickers, and I needed this to stay pretty flat, so I took it out of the original packaging. I also used more of this black snowy tulle on the top just to mute down the color some so it wouldn't clash and get lost in the album. And then on the back side of here, I have some vinyl Halloween stickers for her as well. And so that just fits right there in this pocket. And then this opens up again. So on the top part, we have a little box here. I use this little faux wax seal here on the box. I have a piece of the chipboard ephemera here that I've also wrapped with some gold thread. So this opens up with a black Velcro dot. And on the inside of here, I have 2 little packages for her. If you want to know what's inside of these packages, definitely go and pop over to Pretty Bee's channel, and maybe she'll open them up there. So I'll stick that right back in here. And then on the bottom part of this album, this has a little Velcro dot as well, so it opens up like this, and then it's just a little pop-up card. And so for the images on here, I actually took a part of the cover for the paper pad, and I cut out some of these little squares. So I do have some sewing on some of them. I backed them all with orange paper. I used some washi tape on some of them, and I think that just turned out really, really cute. And I really, really love that pop-up mechanism. I think that is super, super cute. So that is what's behind there. And then this page, I have blank with the candy corn on it. Super, super cute. Okay, so let me close everything back up again. And then all of the exposed sides here, so the top of that box as well, is also using some of that shiny black paper. So you can see that this album actually fits a lot of stuff in it. I think that that is so cool. Okay, so let's get into the other items that I'm sending her. This is my little card that I am sending her, and I wrote a little message on the inside. We also had to include a memory dex card. So I've already showed this memory dex card on the channel before, so this is how I'm just packaging up my memory dex card. We also had to send a sequence mix, and so I created this little purse using the Dollar Tree faux leather. And the template for the coin purse was actually cut out using one of those thick big dies. I have another one of those cute little bat bows here, and it does close with a snap. And I have my sequence mix inside of the coin purse in a little baggie. And it's in an iridescent bag, so you can't really see what the sequence looks like. But it's the exact same sequence that was inside of the shaker pocket inside of the album. Okay, so that is my sequence mix. We also had to send 10 die cuts. So the smaller die cuts I have packaged up in this jewelry box that I've kind of decorated. So here are some of like the smaller die cuts that I am sending to her. And I made this cute little belly band to go over the box. And then I have some of the larger die cuts inside of this bag, which I have sealed with a little bit of washi tape. And I have a ton of these little bags in my stash, so I just decorated it. And I have a ton of these little bags in my stash, so I just embellished the bag a little bit with some of the paper from the collection. And then I cut down some of those big cut aparts that we usually don't know what to do with. And I made it a bit of a focal point for the bag. Added this cute little bow and then this cute little spider on the bow as well. And then we also had to give some ribbon and trim. So this is how I am giving some of the ribbon and trim. So I had this cute wire ribbon in my stash. I think it's about 3 feet of that on here. And then some black and white gingham ribbon here. I think it's about 3 feet or so of that as well. And then I also had this skeleton trim in my stash, so I'm giving that as well. And then to line the bottom of my little coffin case, I'm just using this purple trim here. I also created this cute little beaded pin, and this bat was a doodlebug brad. I took the clasp off of and I used some E6000 and attached it directly to the bead, and I think that turned out cute. So I am also including that. And just as some filler, I'm also including these little buttons. So there's a few of them scattered along in the bottom of here. And then you guys also know that I've been making some of these little beaded spiders. So I made this mini wristlet to go along with this little beaded spider and added a little purple keychain on it as well. This faux leather is also from Dollar Tree. I just doubled it up. I used some fabric tack to stick it together and then added a little clasp on it to make the little wristlet. And I think that turned out super, super cute. So I am including that as well. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope my partner likes everything that I have created for her. Definitely pop on over to her channel. I'll try not to release this video until she has at least received her package. Leave me a comment in the comment box and let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.